Alright then, so this is gonna be session number 3 on the VO2 MAX Training. Today we're going back to do 2 minutes on each of the cardio machines. It's gonna be 4 times 2 minutes with 1 minute rest in between. Now the goal is on each of the cardio machines to do 60% of my 10-second peak power. And yeah, it's gonna be tough again. We'll see what numbers I can come up with. So I will do the same thing what I did in the previous videos. I will put out the target and then I will let you guys know what was the actual numbers, the wattage I achieved. Alright, no time to waste, so let's crack on. Alright guys, here we go with this week's workout. I had 3 exercises again, 4 times 2 minutes on each of the cardio machine, assault bike, rower and skierg. Target was 500 watts on the bike, 300 watts on the rower, 240 watts on the skierg. When I looked at the target numbers, I already knew that the skierg is gonna mess me up, and boy, so it did. Here are the results of the first exercise, and I have to admit I even got a little bit cocky. I was like, I'm dominating this thing. The assault bike has nothing on me, but it got me at the end and I paid the price on the rowing machine. So the reps on the rower went quite well. On the first 2 I could stay quite close to my target 300 watts, and then I dropped a little bit on the 3rd and on the 4th repetition. As I mentioned it earlier, I got a little bit too confident on the bike and unfortunately I couldn't carry on with the same effort, and we had to increase the rest as well. This is why I said that I paid the price. And these are the results on the skierg, and I'm telling you, this is becoming a toxic relationship between me and that machine. It's beating me so bad, but I'm gonna get this sucker. I don't care if it takes me years, but I'm gonna beat this machine.
My legs can't hold me. I'm just gonna pull out. See you Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh. Dude, that was tough.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
No, that's a tough program, mate. Especially doing the same effort in 3 machines consecutively.
Yeah, they're all in a different way.
Yeah. I think the best way to do it is do something like bike, 1 minute rest, rower 1 minute and a half, ski 2 minutes. Otherwise, it's not realistic. You can't expect to be fresh at the last machine and then the same. You need to change the ratio a little bit. Otherwise, you're not gonna be. Otherwise, you're gonna do it too slow because you want to be powerful.
Yeah. The thing is that keeping the same order of the exercises, I think at this point is crucial.
Yes.
Because then you can refer the skierg to the skierg because it's always the third exercise. So it doesn't matter if your power output doesn't match what you would do on a normal rest day because it's
You need to see the progression. That's why today, whatever was the goal, you went above. So we can call today on 175, 170 to 200.
Yeah.
Versus a 150 to 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every interval you were faster.
All right, the workout is done, and it was tough. So I set out the targets and then I tried to do my best to get them. Went pretty well on the bike, went okay on the rower, and then as usual, I crashed on the skierg. The results from today, they were better than what I did 2 weeks ago on the 4 times 2 minutes interval. So there is some improvement coming along. Nonetheless, it was tough. There were points in the workout like 30 seconds into the skierg, because that was the last exercise and that was the toughest. And it's always the toughest because this is the last one. And so I was like 30 seconds in and it's just like my spirit left my body and I was like, you go suddenly so weak. I can't even, explain how the hell I keep going on for another 1.5 minutes because it's just like, you can actually sense how all the creatine phosphate is being used up and you suddenly just run out and the performance drops like within 3 seconds. It just drops like 40-50 watts. It's very sudden and it takes a bit of a time to recuperate and then start bringing back up the wattage. It's a very interesting feeling. It's almost like when you switch on the lights. These old neon lights, they needed a couple of seconds until they brighten up completely, and it's like that. When the creatine phosphate is gone, and then when you start shifting towards the glycogenic system, it's almost like that. You switch, and it takes a bit of a time until the system kicks in. So yeah, it's an interesting sensation, but once or twice it happens and then you get used to it and you know what to expect. So yeah, tough. We got 1 more week on the VO2 max and then we're gonna start switching up the training, still within the same training plan, but it's gonna be more FTP focused. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna be starting with like 5 minutes intervals with a couple of minutes rest in between, but I have to look at the training plan again. I'm just gonna wrap up this session because we are done and there is not much else to do here, so I'm out. Well guys, thanks very much for tuning in to this week's video. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you have any questions regarding the training plan or training in general, please let us know in the comment section below, or you can contact me directly through my website as well. I have left all of our links in the description. You can follow us on Strava, Komoot, Instagram and Facebook as well. Stay tuned because I'm gonna be back with a new video shortly. In the meantime, take care and stay safe. Ciao!